Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers Botcon review. This is for the Botcon Japan 1998, and now I'm not totally sure exactly what his name is. Let me show you what I mean. Right, so we have the box. Now we're going to close the box up. Sorry, it's a little bit noise. Now the box says Barbarian, and we've got a nice picture of his artwork there, pretty good, Botcon exclusive. I love that, that is pretty cool. What else we got on here? We've got some nice Japanese writing, and that's about it. Right, so we're going to pop the box just at the back there. Now the box says Barbarian, but his tech spec that you get with him says Grizzly 1. I'm going to hold this up so if you can pause it, you can read that. Now, I think I know the reason behind the names. Now, if I remember rightly, Polarclaw, which is the white version of this, which is the mass retail release version, I believe he was going to be called Barbarian and Grizzly 1. They were the first two names they'd picked out for it, or something like that. But then they decided not to run with either and then went with Polarclaw. So this guy is obviously a homage to that, in the fact that whether he was originally going to be these colours or not, I don't know. But I know that then obviously they used this to rename him to give us that Barbarian figure. And then maybe they also then decided to give us his thing as Grizzly 1, so you can have it as either. I'm not totally sure. But if you do notice something, you've got the artwork here. Which has got the weird battle mask sort of face, but then the artwork here has the regular sort of robot head, so maybe he's kind of like a werewolfy thing. Maybe if I read, blah 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 blah. Yeah, he's something called Grizzly 1, and it says something about it controls the wild barbarian within him. So it's probably playing up on the fact of his battle master. He's a bit like a werewolfy type person, that when he lets his dark side get the better of him, it brings out this barbarian bloke. Something like that anyway. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Eh? Right, we're going to leave that to the side. Let's have a look at the figure. Now, here's the problem with some of the Beast Wars figures, is that the fact that in Beast Mode they're not very poseable, and sometimes not even very playable, if you're my opinion. I mean, you can't really do a lot. Yeah, he's alright, he can walk along like that. His little mouth does open, like so, and you can see, oh look at that, he's got some nice teeth. Was there a gimmick to do that? I can't remember. Someone out there probably knows, but I can't. The problem is this toy doesn't actually come with any instructions, but that's pretty cool. I like that. You can barely see it in this light. I've got to get some new lights. And that is it really for gimmicks in this mode. He does have a Cyber Bee gimmick on one side and a weird claw thing. Let me see if I can do it. There you go. And that is probably why it was called Polarclaw, to emphasise his gimmick. So anyway, we're going to flip that back. Right, so that comes into play better in robot mode, I think, if I'm honest. This probably don't want to go back on now because it's so old. Actually, no, it's only, what, nearly 19 years old. So we're going to put that back there. Let's see if we can figure out how to transform this guy. These are going to become legs. Better flip down these bits first, haven't we? Flip these bits out, they flip up, form his like knee joints. So that is supposed to hold into there. That is going to flip round. Now then, these do flip down now and should form his legs, but they want to flip back up. These are going to flip round to here to do something else. These are going to become his robot arms. This probably flips down. There's something around here that moves out the way to allow us to do some other things. Now, is it this backpack? Does that move? It's this. Maybe it's his ears. Ah, there we go. See, get his ears and pull them off. And then we can rotate this all around. Flip that back in. Don't know why his legs want to do this. This is annoying. Let's go back to that. Maybe it was an automorph technique. So you move that down, and then his legs would automatically look. Oh yeah, look, you can see it's connected in there on some weird pivot thing. Why? Why would they do that? That's bloody annoying. Right. Anyway, hopefully you all didn't see why we're doing that. It's one of these annoying little figures, isn't it? Where they give them these silly, like, not just gimmicks, you know, the silly gimmicks. I hate silly gimmicks. Right, so these flip up, and we're going to come to really irritating a bit later on. We flip his little robot hands out. That is, oh, these supposed to flip around, aren't they? Rotate him just there at the elbows. So that flips around and rotate round, flip his hand out like so. And it's not my, if I'm honest, this is why I never record. I was going to review Polarclaw because I've got him, obviously. He's not my favourite figure from this line, really. That is him basically in rope mode. You're supposed to leave these things angled forward. I don't, personally. Now, you can do this again. Where's the little button? Here we go, right? So we're going to go this here. Actually, I'm going to move my camera. I need to raise my camera up slightly. I've got to find a better viewpoint. So we're just going to angle it like that. And then we come around to this again, and that is going to go like that. That's all it does. It can get someone. Yeah, not too keen on that one. Now on this side we have a cyber bee thingy. Shoot that off. And this ain't too bad. Oh, he's a bat. That's right. Look. And that's not, well, that's quite a cool looking bat. I don't think this does anything. Oh yeah, that flips around. It's all right, you know. Things go. Should we pop him back? I don't know how it goes now. Is that it? I think it might be. Or do they just flip up inside each other? Probably do, to be honest. That flips out around there. Right, so that goes back on there. That goes in there. Yeah, there we go. And that goes around there. And what I do with these, or I used to, I think I used to, you can angle them down around like this, and it takes the bad look to a certain extent off him when you do that. It creates a bit of a backpack, but no, I don't want to stay close. Stay close, you bloody thing. But it doesn't have these two silly bloody feet on his shoulders. And yeah, and obviously then we come to the head sculpt. Now this is his, I don't know which one that is, Barbarian or Grizzly one of them. Now then we do the really hard thing to give him this other look by just simply turning it around. That's clever. I like that. Right, anyway, so these fleet keep flipping away. What's up with these? Anyway, but that is Grizzly 1, Barbarian. Yeah, I mean, unless you're... He doesn't want to stand up, does he? There we go. Yeah, unless you're a completist or something like that, I won't bother. I won't bother. You can tell he was an early Beast Wars figure. He was out of one of the first waves and everything, along with Scorponok and whatever. Yeah, I probably, unless you're a completist or something, he's yeah. Right, I'm going to leave this review there. It's yeah, he's what you'd think of when you think of how bad figures can be, not because he's a particularly bad figure, but because they're either trying to incorporate a gimmick into a figure that probably isn't that posable anyway, and so you're running into problems. Like, he's got the legs which seem to be permanently attached to each other, so you're never going to get no posability out of them. I don't know why they bother doing that. Gimmicks never interest me whatsoever. Kids maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Oh dear. Anyway, right, this has been Graham the Collector 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Yeah, so I was just transforming this, putting it back into the box, and I figured out how that gimmick works on the mouth. All you do is grab the bag legs and try and get it so the lights on it. Ah, actually looks pretty cool. Actually looks that is actually pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.